Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco and today we are back with One Piece. I will be watching episodes 959, 60 and 61. Last time around we had such a good set of episodes, man. I really love One Piece, but from time to time I get invested into the current plot, right? And the current situations we are dealing with, in this case Wano and all of that, and how good Wano is, man, and the things that we are setting up in Wano are crazy. We are about to have an insane battle. I'm so excited for that. But then they struck us with these episodes that kind of remind me about all these things that are the reason why I love One Piece so much, man. Just the current events that are happening are making me so invested in all of that. I'm really enjoying this show, man. And then they strike us with an episode like that to show us what's happening around the world, and you just remember how deep One Piece is, how complex the story is, and how many fractions and characters and different motivations there are in story. And there is just so many things, simply, man. It's impossible to cover that without talking for hours and hours about everything, man. So we have the situation with Sabo and Vivi and Alabasta. I don't want to go too deep into that, man. I just hope that they are fine. But Ivankov, Dragon, the revolutionaries, Dadan was crying. People of Alabasta were crying as well. That can't be anything good. The news are bad, no matter what it said in the newspaper. Morgan's mentioned attempted murder and that somebody died. They're confusing the shit out of me. I'm worried, man, but I'm hoping for the best. Who knows? Morgan's didn't even want to manipulate information. That was the order from the world government, and that was a very crazy scene as well. That agent just ripped off his face. It was a mask, and then Morgan squared up and fucking decked him in the head, bro. I kinda like that. So, I mean, that would imply that Morgans would write about something in newspaper that is not good for the world government. And that's bad also. That's bad also because maybe they wanted to cover up somebody's death, right? So everything is leaning towards some seriously bad news, man. But I will try not to dwell on that too much for now, man. We will see down the line what happens. Drake, Kobe, Drake is a Marine. Bro, no wonder why he let Low. But, I mean, if he's a Marine, he would want to go and capture Low as well. But it makes sense why he isn't as loyal as Basil Hawkins. For that reason, it makes sense, right? He didn't give a shit what happened there. And Law was able to fucking destroy Basil Hawkins, which was so satisfying, even though we didn't see how it played out. So yeah, him talking to Kobe was wild. We saw Garp bringing Ryugu Kingdom people, Shirahoshi, Neptune, and everyone back to Fishman Island. He was talking about the events that were happening, about King Riku, right, and King Cobra of Alabasta, who both suffered because of the warlords, right? They got exploited by Crocodile and Doffy, and several warlords have been officially abolished. They're hunting Mihawk, bro. Who is the poor soul that got that job, man? Holy shit, imagine going after Mihawk, man. If you don't bring admirals, you're doing nothing, bro. You're fucking screwed. So yeah, good luck with that. Also, Kobe is supposed to apprehend Boa Hancock, bro. The two characters that love Luffy so much. That interaction would certainly be interesting. They would probably talk about Luffy, but we know how Boa is, man. That's not gonna be pretty for Kobe. So Yeah, there is, as I said, there is just too much, man. Also, the animation in that episode looked super fucking clean, man. And you guys told me that there was a one person in charge. Sorry if I butchered the name, but it was similar to the character from the Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Megumi Ishitani, and um, there is more episodes from that director, right? So I'm looking forward to that as well. It looked so fucking beautiful, man, especially those shots of the warlords. So that was the part about the current events, right? And we saw Whitebeard's son as well. Weevil, was it, right? And the other part was a bit of a history lesson and bounty reveals of the biggest players in the fucking show, bro. The Emperors, the Yonko. Gold Roger had a bounty of 5,500,000,000, man. That's insane, man. It's basically giving us a scale how much Luffy needs to improve still, man. He's still far away from Big Mom and Kaido's bounty. Heck, even Blackbeard's bounty, right? Blackbeard has like 700 million more than Luffy, man. So that means that there is still so much growth incoming for Luffy, man, which kind of makes me happy, man, that there is still like higher levels that he needs to attain, and that has been painfully displayed to us, man. It was a harsh reality check for Luffy both times. No, I can really say 3 times right now. When he tried to attack Big Mom on Whole Cake Island, and he got fucking, like, Big Mom didn't even hit him. She just did this, like, back off, and he like went out of his gear fort, right? We all know what happened with Kaido. Luffy unleashed his whole arsenal of attacks, everything that he has, and Kaido didn't even feel anything. He was drunk as fuck and he just one-shotted Luffy. And again, in Udon prison, where Luffy tried to block Big Mom's attack, safe to say that was a failure as well. So he can't even engage in a battle with them, let alone defeat them, man. So yeah, we should think a little bit about that as well, but I'm sure he will figure out. I'm sure that mastering Ryuo, or what he's trying to do to attack like from inside, right? Or to, like, I don't know, send like a Haki shockwave through that training. Once he masters that, I feel like that will be a game changer for Luffy, man. So not like a new gear or something, but literally new level of Haki, right? So yeah, I was speaking about the bounties, and yeah, there is like Luffy, there is like these crazy bounties, then there is Blackbeard, and then we get to the big boy territory, and we jump to my boy Shanks, who has 4 billion, man. But he's so much younger, right, than Big Mom and Kaido, so yeah, that's hella impressive, bro. I lost my mind, bro. Like, the blood pressure went through the roof while watching those episodes, man. I was so excited, bro. And we learn that not only that Big Mom and Kaido were the part of the same crew, none of them were captains. There was a guy named Rox, D. Xebek, or Zebek. He is the captain, or he was the captain of those pirates. He was captain at the same time to Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard. I was not expecting Whitebeard there. Those are 3 monstrously powerful characters that are capable of like insane destruction. like Whitebeard literally had the power to destroy the world. That's how it was presented. Now it's with Blackbeard, right, and all of that, but I still can't comprehend that, if that makes sense, man. That those three characters were like subordinates to this guy. Like, how powerful was he, man? We're clearly drawing some parallels, man. And the freaking D, bro. Like, what is the will of D, right? The D. So in that era as well, we had like character with D, like Gold D Roger, right? But he was fighting Rocks, because Rocks like had even higher ambitions, right? They said that he wanted to become the king of the world, right? So it reminds me a lot like for potential fight between Luffy and Blackbeard, but also Gold Roger teaming up with Garp, with Navy, fighting Rocks, and protecting celestial dragons. We need a further explanation for that. I'm sorry, man. Like, you can't just drop such a earth-shattering reveal to us, man, and just leave us hanging. I refuse to accept that. We have to get like the expansion about that story, man. So yeah, sorry if that took a little while. Without further ado, let's jump into episode 959. Let's begin. Thank you so much for letting us see this flashback, man. I was really intrigued by Oden because they brought him up so much, man, and he seemed like this mystical figure, man. A guy that was with Whitebeard and with Gold Roger, man. And we saw that little flashback with Roger and Oden on the ship, man, and I enjoyed that so much, man. And now we are literally seeing Oden's history, right? And we are following his story and how he got connected to all of his like retainers, Akazaya Nine, his samurais or whatever. And it's so interesting how he met all of them, man. So he first met Kin'emon and Denjiro, bro. So we don't know still what happened to Denjiro, man. But he seemed like a big fan of Oden and Kin'emon after the Mountain God incident, right? That was a crazy move by Oden, bro. I expected him to be strong, but still, he managed to impress me. And of course, with this new style of animation, that looked so clean, man. That was so nice. So Tsuru was fine. Obviously, Kin'emon was relieved and nobody died thanks to that incident, which is pretty fucking insanely lucky, but I'm glad about that. It won't burden Kinemon's soul, right? And then we see Kiku. So Kiku, he had this older brother, Izo, and it looks like he was dressed as a girl as well, so I assume it's the same deal like with Kiku, and they were children of the dance master, and he got like, what did they say, arrested or killed, and their family was torn apart, so they were like playing instruments in front of people's houses to try and earn money to survive. And then when they saw Oden and Kin'emon and Denjiro, they just started following them, and they couldn't say no to those two kids, man. So that was kind of nice. And then Raizo tagged along, and Kanjuro as well, who was cutting hair of people, and Raizo was beating up men and kidnapping women, bro. They were like basically like criminals, man, and these, as I said, rejects of society, man. And they all found, I guess, their place with Oden. And I like how Oden was so annoyed with all of them following him, but yeah, he's also at the same time like, it is what it is, man. They're with me, so whatever, I'll just roll with it, man. And he's going around the Wano, and the way he accepted that his father disowned him, bro, that was kind of crazy. he just smiles and he says, oh, okay, I accepted this oval, man. It's like he decided as well, bro. Like, I don't even care about the flower capital and all that crap, man. It's so restrictive. I want freedom, man. So, yeah, this was a challenge for him. Like, this lawless area, he's so excited to go there and he's about to fuck them all up, man. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they mentioned before when they were talking about Oden that he conquered this area and then he became like a daimyo of that area, man. So I think that we are about to see that. And Ashura Doji drinking blood from that cut snake, man. That is some fucking messed up shit. He's presented like some villain, man, right? And he was back then, I guess. And Oden is about to whoop his ass. So yeah, the tales of Oden and his life were so crazy, man. I don't know, these episodes just flew by, man. I'm loving this backstory, bro. I'm so glad we are getting to see that. What the hell is happening with Thousand Sunny, man? With the ships, with everyone not appearing, where Kin'emon and the others are. We saw that Orochi was blowing up the bridges and all of that, so yeah, it might be because of that, but I refuse to believe that Orochi would be able to single-handedly screw our plans, man. And the fact that he was here working under Yasui, and the way he was talking about the missing money and all of that while sweating, he's clearly lying. And Oden is the type of the dude, literally, that would be like, hey Yasui, I'm taking all of this money, bro. Like, he has no shame. Like, come on. Did you see how the dude acts, man? He's like, what he thinks, what's on his mind, it's out in the open as well, bro. He's letting his thoughts and his emotions being out in the open, bro. He has nothing to hide, man. He's up front. And yeah, that's why I think that Orochi is lying, but I feel like Yasuo is seeing right through him, man. And this is adding like a whole new, as I said, dimension, right? To the execution of Yasui and the fact that Orochi wanted to kill him so badly, man. Orochi is like getting worse and worse in my eyes. And it seemed like it was impossible to make him worse, man. Awesome stuff, guys. I will end it here for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.